My name is Mrs. Montgomery, and I am a theater teacher. Today, we will be discussing given circumstances. Given circumstances are the total set of environmental and situational conditions which influence the actions that a character undertakes. In simpler terms, given circumstances are all the outside factors that influence decisions and motivations of a character. I like to think about this by seeing them more as the who, what, where, when, why, and how revolving around the character. Let's start with the who. Who are you? That can include your name, your age, your gender, your nationality, or even your social or economic status. Next, the what. What is happening? What are the events that are currently happening to this character or that they're a part of? Now, these events can be things that they're directly involved in and want to be involved in, or these events can be things that are totally outside of their control. Where? Where are you? What is your setting? What is your location? The where can be broad, like a country or a city, or it can be more specific, like a library, a cave, a room in the house. When you're thinking about the where, you can also think about where you have been in the past, because that can also influence the character. When? When is this moment happening? Are we in present day? Are we in the past? Are we in the future? Or it can be even a little bit more surreal. Maybe it's taking place in a dream or a memory. Why? Why are you a part of this current event? For example, if you're an astronaut in a rocket ship, why are you on that rocket ship? Is it a dream you've had since you were a child to explore the stars? Is your planet in danger and you're the only one who can save them? Or maybe you got roped into it, you'd rather be at home in bed. How? How are you feeling? In this moment, are you scared, frightened, proud, embarrassed? And based on the feelings you're feeling in this moment, how are you reacting or behaving? If you're proud, you might be with your chin up, walking straight. But if you're a little bit more scared, you might be slumped down, a little bit more shy and quiet. Most times when you're becoming a character in a scripted piece, you're going to need to rely on the script or the story in order to take the given circumstances and create your character. Sometimes you might have to infer if the answers aren't as obvious to some of these questions. Now, why is understanding given circumstances important? When an author writes a story or a script, they use them to form a very believable character. As an actor, I have to look at the given circumstances in order to play them and put myself in their shoes. If I am really thinking about it and digesting that information, the more believable and sincere my character is going to be. However, if I don't know anything about the background of my character and I don't take the time to look at the given circumstances, my character is going to be boring and flat, and the audience isn't going to believe me when I'm playing them. Now, as an everyday person, I make decisions every day, and I don't personally think about my given circumstances, and neither does a character. So when a character is making these decisions in a play or a movie or TV show, they're not consciously thinking about what has influenced this, why am I doing this? They're just making the decisions. But as an actor, you need to think about that when you're stepping into the shoes in order to make a fully rounded character. A sample activity that you might use for given circumstances is to take a character, any character, and is to write down or break down the different given circumstances surrounding that character. This might be from a story you're studying in class or from a play that you're currently performing. For my example, I'm going to choose the stepmother from Cinderella. Now, while she's not the main character, she is still going to have a set of given circumstances around her that, as an actor, if I'm playing her, will help me to understand and play her more successfully. Let's break down the stepmother's given circumstances into our who, what, where, when, why, and how. Let's start with, who is she? We know she's an older woman, she's affluent, she has money, and we know that she has 2 daughters and a stepdaughter, Cinderella. Where does this take place? We know that our story overall takes place in a fictional kingdom with a royal family and a class structure. We also know that most of the story takes place within the stepmother's home, which is a nice, large home, showing that she does have some money as well. When does our story take place? While we're not exactly sure of the exact time period, we do know it takes place sometime in the past. Now, because our story takes place in the past, that's also going to influence how society behaves, especially with having a royal family in the picture. What is happening? The big event in Cinderella is there's a ball going on that the prince is throwing to find himself a bride. Why? Why is a stepmother in this moment? Now, we know her current living situation, while she does appear to have more money, since her husband's not around anymore, that money might be running out. And a stepmother might be thinking the best way for me to stay comfortable and my daughters to be successful is to have one of the two of them marry the prince and become a part of the royal family. Now, Cinderella, who is beautiful and kind and more likely to marry the prince, she might want to hide away because she doesn't want to have her daughters compete with Cinderella. How? How is the stepmother feeling during this moment? Now, to start, she's probably feeling afraid. If the money in her house is running out, she might be afraid that her and her whole family might end up out on the streets. And that might be part of the reason why she treats Cinderella so harshly, because she wants her daughters to be successful, but not Cinderella. After examining all these given circumstances surrounding this character, as an actor, I can now better put myself in her shoes and play her character more convincingly. This can also create a really good discussion with your students, and maybe you have them write monologues from her perspective or other performances from her perspective. Thank you for watching, and I hope that after this video, you have a better understanding of given circumstances.